Well, so much for the beautiful locations. I ran out of time, so we just shot this one here in the parking lot before it leaves. We just finished this truck. It's ICON FJ44. It's built in the new school style. This truck's built in what we call Rocky Mountain Gray, which is one of our more popular colors. Probably the volcanic black's a little bit more popular, but we do a lot of them in this color. It's a Teflon polyester hybrid powder coat designed by Cardinal Coatings. So there's no CFCs released. It's about 10 times more durable than conventional paint, and just makes a lot more sense for the life of this kind of vehicle. You know how it is, your first trail with shiny clear coated paint, and you get the sagebrush scratches down the side and you're done. These trucks will take that sort of abuse and more, and a simple wipe down and party on, you're good to go. Also, the underside of the body structure, as well as the bottom side of the fenders and the inside floors up to the belt line, are all coated in a heat-cured polyurea. So again, that's a lot more durable than conventional petroleum-based undercoating products, and also controls heat and vibration. It's good stuff. This is a well-optioned FJ44. It's built in the new school style with the ICON design front and rear bumper systems. This truck features all LED lighting with the auxiliary LEDs on the front as well as the rear, and those are toggle controlled. The 9.5 Warn winch. We also did the locking differentials by ARB. You see our nifty badge that's CNC'd out of stainless and enameled. The axles on these trucks are based on Dana designs, Dana 44 front and 60 rear. Specifically, Dynatrac built, all new down to the castings. 411 gearing, Dynatrac Pro Rock high pinion, Dana 60 rear axle, and a D44 industrial front with the fine spline superior axles. The brake system on this truck is my Sport Brakes package, which is one of my favorite options. It's designed by the guys over at Stop Tech, just world class. So it's 6-piston front, 4-piston rear with T40, 41, 2-piece, 14, 15-inch rotors, all stainless steel plumbing. This back bumper system is twin carriers, which have stainless latch systems. When they open, there's an aircraft pin and a CNC'd ramp that keep the carrier from opening too far and getting into traffic. At the same time, keeping it from coming back and bashing your tailgate. And then you manually lift the pin and close the carriers. Rear bumper integrates stock vintage Toyota lights and has 2 storage bins, and it's a Class 2 receiver. The truck's also built with the ICON fabbed roof rack with the side ladder. We do those a couple different ways for people. Sometimes open front and rear so that people can load longboards. Really depends on how they're going to use it. Oh, let's see what else. The soft top on this truck. All of our soft tops are built in Mercedes Hartz canvas with Bentley 10X snacks and YKK Marine zippers, 3M windows, and all Nike sourced clasps and hold downs. This particular top is the insulated version, so it's pretty significant in controlling temperature and noise in the cabin environment. My tops are nice and quiet too. They're all tether strapped to the CAD-CAM pull bent sheet metal frame. The roof rack is mounted to the roll bar structure in the truck and is independent of the soft top. The way I designed the truck, I really envisioned people taking the upper door halves off and rolling up and scrolling or unzipping and leaving at home the 3 side panels of the top and leaving the shaded, tailored canopy above you at all times. If you want to, you can remove the rack, remove the entire soft top structure, and then refit the rack to the roll bar. I don't know if anyone's ever really bothered to do that. This truck has the 5.3 350 horse aluminum Corvette LS generation V8. It's running the 4L65E automatic to the part-time Atlas 2 transfer case. We did the amp research power steps. Those are on door sensors, so when the door is shut, they rotate up above the frame line out of sight. but they're really helpful, especially for the second row on the 44. Don't really need them on the front. Some people might, depends on how short you are, I guess. But for the rear, they're kind of a must, at least in my opinion. All my dash panels are CNC'd out of billet aluminum and then mil-spec 1 powder coated. All those dash knobs are all handmade. They're first CNC'd and then turned on a 1940s lathe and hand knurled, hand engraved, and hand enameled. The AC vents come from Cessna. They're not plastic, they're anodized aluminum. The windshield latches come out of Chicago, and they're Sub-Zero fridge latches, all stainless. Here you see our new option, which is a really sexy fire extinguisher. It's all billet, beautifully made in America. And there you see also the sport pedals, which denote the CNC pedals with the laser engraved lizard. Hey, look, it's the new ICON hat. I just threw that in there for the client. We just came out with those. This truck also has the Chilowich textiles, the carbon fiber seat heaters for the 4 primary seat positions, and the tuck and tumble seat for the 3rd row, which is also removable, but it's kind of a pain to remove. On the audio side, this truck went with our full audio package, so that includes Alpine head unit, marine rated speakers, JL audio amplifier, and JL audio bass. Bass is integrated in the driver's seat frame, so you don't lose any storage space. On the 44, there's just tons of storage space. The front passenger and second row seats have cubby holes for storage underneath them. Plus, you've got tons of room in the center console by Tuffy. And then the tailgate has a full width locking storage panel. We also offer auxiliary lock boxes. This particular client didn't need them, so we left it out. This soft top's the first one we've done, you'll notice, with tinted windows. This client's a rock star, so he wanted a little privacy, so we tried out the tinted windows for him. That steering wheel we sourced from Caterpillar. It's used in those monster mining trucks that never see a garage, see all sorts of harsh environment and decades of use, so it had the right durability cycle for our brand. Really happy with that wheel. We also do optional like Momo leather wrapped wheels for people sometimes, but I prefer this one. Here you see our visors. These are OEM on Lear jets. They're made by Rosen, so again, American made. Really nice quality, 5-axis CNC, double hard anodized, coated with polarized Lexan for the shade. And they have all sorts of adjustment points, pretty loopy. In the center there's a marine rated power port. There's also one in the cargo area. And then up above it there's an embedded diode that just puts a light glow on the dash knobs at night. You'll notice I said I had an LS engine, but you're seeing a Vortec logo. It's because we use the LS aluminum block, but then we use the Vortec truck application, intake, injectors, and front pulley drive accessory system. It's much more appropriate for the power curve of a truck platform, and also allows us to run a mechanical fan and fan clutch. You see the ARB compressor dedicated for the lockers. And the firewall, that shiny deal, is a remote catch for the Atlas transfer case with K&N breather. So this truck was built, took us about 8 months to build the truck, starting with, I believe, a 1968 derelict FJ40 that kind of been through its useful life. So in essence, we recycled it and put it back on the road in a much safer and more efficient manner than the stock truck was. We really try and stick to trucks that are just super beat to be the foundation for ICON, that are sort of beyond salvation for traditional restoration. If there's enough value in the original truck to restore it with the original body and chassis structure, then we'll generally utilize it for our TLC brand restorations, which we do dead stock or fairly highly modified as well. But not to the extent of ICON with the coilover suspension, and ICON's really kind of a more modern take. So thanks for looking. Icon4x4.com. I appreciate your support.